Hey, welcome to the second course video for the song SCOOOP from BAND-MAID, and I'm sorry, no. Welcome to second course video for Present Perfect by BAND-MAID from the album SCOOOP. I'm musically malnourished, and if you make mistakes, welcome to the best side of the internet. You're on my journey to go deep and wide in discovering new music and artists. In these videos, we do a deep dive into the lyrics and meaning behind the music. So let's get in, see what all is going on with Present Perfect. I almost said SCOOOP again, dang it. Okay, here are some notes condensed from the drive time document. It says Present Perfect was created as the lead track of SCOOOP, a song meant to function as BAND-MAID's new business card. Konami has shared that she made 2 demo tracks for the lead position and asked the band which one feels like the lead. Everyone chose Present Perfect. From there, the band intentionally changed their usual process. Instead of building outward from riffs, they started with a single chorus demo, then shaped the structure collaboratively. Konami imagined the song as something exciting that could represent BAND-MAID right now. Saiki asked Kabato to write lyrics that reflected both who the band has been and who they're becoming, which led to intentional callbacks to earlier eras. Kabato explained, I also wanted to include phrases like made it, which ties to our company, Made It, and over the world, symbolizing world domination, Poe. The opening line of the chorus, We Are the Story, is deliberate. It frames BAND-MAID not as a trend, phase, or moment, but as an ongoing narrative, shared between the band and their fans, masters and princesses. Saiki added that she wanted new listeners to feel curious about BAND-MAID's history. I wanted people discovering us through this EP to listen to our past works too. I didn't discover them through the EP, but I have listened to the past works. Musically, the song highlights each member's identity. The drum, bass, and guitar solo sequence was intentional. Misa said since it's the lead song, I wanted to include that distinct BAND-MAID flavor. Akane said we all agreed it should have spots where each instrument shines. And Kabato summarized the heart of the track simply. We wanted to express that the 5 of us together are BAND-MAID. Look at them. How sweet. All right, let's get into the lyrics. Leads off with Present Perfect. Our footsteps aren't just the past. They're proof we lived right there, which I love. And it calls back, I can't remember the song, but one of the songs on the previous album was that idea. You know, I think it was Saiki it was either Saiki or Konami who was thinking about the idea of listening to music or reading things from people that were no longer here, and that those works themselves were evidence that they had been there and are still speaking to this day. So that kind of reminds me of this. It's not just that like, oh, they had some past, but those footsteps, their previous work, is proof that they were living and, making art at that time. Even the detours, even the times we got lost, none of it was for nothing. This isn't someone else's imitation, it's our style. Don't let yourself be trapped. Celebrate your craft. Every day it grows. There's too much to say, too much to feel. Stand up. Let the unleash sound resound. I wonder if this is meant to be like a callback. We are the story. In a world that keeps shifting, hold your banner high, unchanged. Draw your own trajectory. We're not a phase. Rise and roar over the world. Verse 2. Unbreakable. Don't hesitate. We're still unfinished. Ride with me. This is only the prologue to what comes next. If this is the prologue, geez. Which, Lord willing, there's plenty of life ahead for them. And if they stay working at it, man, they've already created something incredible. But can you imagine 10, 20 years from now? Expand into the unknown. Epic. Absorb it all and create a deeper narrative. Let our heartbeats sink. Enjoy it. Feel the fight. You can surpass it. Make it. Made it. Tomorrow too. Make it. Made it. Claim your path. We are the story. And I wonder if this make it, made it is meant to be like a You will make it. You made it. It's like present and past tense. We are the story in a world that never stops. We won't let our dreams end. Let's deliver color to it all. We're not a phase, rise and roar over the world. Then the bridge. No matter what anyone says, we keep moving forward with unwavering hearts, believing we can do this, shape our world. So, we are the story in a world that keeps shifting. Hold your banner high, unchanged. Draw your own trajectory. We're not a phase. Rise and roar over the world. Which you can only imagine. I mean, they've had a really incredible career already. And I know we get some inside stuff, but you can only imagine, you know, you've got a band with that many people, so 5 members, and every person is different and going through different things in different seasons. And then you've got, you know, obviously just the pressures from different industries, which I know they've made it to a place to be pretty free from a lot of that to create what they want to create. But you just have to imagine, you know, all the turmoil that can go on within all the years that they've continued to push through and keep excelling and keep delivering. So it's really inspiring. Okay, it's a bit about the literal translation. The present perfect. In English grammar, the present perfect tense connects past actions to the present. That meaning is intentional here. The song frames BAND-MAID as shaped by their past, active in the present, still unfolding into the future. Not finished, not frozen, still becoming. We are the story. This isn't just self-affirmation, it's collective. The band plus the listeners. A shared narrative still in motion. Obviously, we're not a phase. Pushes back against trends, genre dismissal, temporary attention. It's a refusal to be categorized as a moment that passes. Sound as identity. The references to unleash, epic, and narrative are intentional callbacks, not nostalgia, but continuity. Song doesn't say, look where we were. It says, look how it all connects. Present perfect is BAND-MAID stating who they are right now without cutting ties to who they've been. It treats growth not as reinvention, but as accumulation. I love that. Which there are reinventings all along the way that ultimately accumulate. Every step mattered, every version still counts, and the story isn't done. Because the truth of the matter is, we all have these like death and rebirth constantly through our lives. That as we do that in every season ultimately adds up to who we are in the present. And how we handle those cycles moving forward will determine who we become in the end. So I think it's always important to look at, man, are there parts of me that need to die? Like maybe something served me up to a certain point. No, I'm not talking about like manipulation and using people. I'm really just talking about in your own self. Are there certain things that like worked and served you up to a certain point? And this is true in business as well, right? There are certain strategies, ways of doing things that serve you to a certain point. But if you're not willing to let go of things, think of a company like Blockbuster. If you're too young listening to this, which most of my demographic should remember Blockbuster, you know, when Netflix came around and Redbox and things like that, it was Blockbuster's inability to innovate and reinvent themselves that pushed them into the past. And so I think all of us in our own lives, in business and whatever it is, looking for those opportunities to be grateful for what was, but now build on to what's coming next. And all of those things become an accumulation of who we are. Well, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for hanging out with me for this one. Hope to see you in the next one, because we're eating good.